You can tell we're getting to the business end of this year's non-league to legend because I've lost count of the amount of times recently where an episode has started with me saying it's now or never, or it all comes down to this, or some other hyperbolic statement like that. But thanks to 6 consecutive wins, we now find ourselves in a situation where it is genuinely within our reach to win both the Premier League and the Europa League this season. But we have to win every single game we've got left to play to be able to do it. But it's all on, and I'm a little bit scared. We'll go and do that now. We're playing the 2 best teams in the league right now. Hello and welcome to Season 20, Part 9 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and coming up on today's episode, we play against the first place and the second place teams in the Premier League. Stoke away, Arsenal at home in the North London derby. Since your last win for me, as we mentioned on the interview, it's been just a succession of victories, which is awesome. We've picked up a few Premier League wins. We comfortably knocked Sporting out of the Europa League. We were 2-0 up from the away leg. I didn't think it was necessary to show you the home leg when we were all but through anyway. And I thought showing you Stoke and Arsenal would be much more interesting because the Premier League has taken a very interesting turn. Yes, we're currently 6 points off the top of the league with only 6 games left. But we've got 2 games in hand on Arsenal, who are top, and a better goal difference. If we win both of those games, bearing in mind one of them's against Arsenal, we go above them. We also have a game in hand on Stoke. We can't beat them if we just win all our games, apart from the fact that one of those games is against them. So again, if we win all of our games, we go above Stoke. We have there's a 4-point gap between us and Chelsea, but we have 2 games in hand. If we win all our games, we go above them. And there's no one behind us who can catch us if we win all our games. We're in a situation, and I know my maths has been iffy at times this season, but I've checked and double-checked this. If we win all of our final 6 Premier League games, we win the league. But they are 6 hard games. We've got to play Stoke and Arsenal today, as we've already said. We've also got to play Norwich, who are a consistent top 6 team. Man City, consistent top 6 team. And Liverpool, who, after a ropey start, are having a bit of a resurgence. And they've made it to the later stages of the Europa League. So we've got some massive games. If we win all them, obviously we deserve to win the league, because Watford aside, 5 massive games. Watford, of course, we have the curse of the fact that they're Watford, and everyone always loses against Watford in Football Manager because of the favouritism. That doesn't exist. No favouritism exists, of course. And then the Europa League. We're into the semi-final of the Europa League. We've got Monaco over 2 legs, and Liverpool and Norwich are both on the other side of it. 2 of the teams we've still got to play in the Premier League. So that shows the quality that they've got. It's going to be really, really hard to do with our paper-thin squad, but it's possible. We're coming up to the start of May, and we could still win the league. We could still win the Europa League. They're both still completely in our hands. If we just win all the games we've got left, we just got to win all our games. If we win all our games, we win the lot. That'll be awesome. So, all of that excited intro, of course, counts for nothing if we go and lose against Stoke today, because a defeat against Stoke and all of that exciting stuff is off. And in actual fact, winning all our games at best would put us to 3rd, I think, by the calculations that I had. I've got a spreadsheet going for this and everything. So, our team for the game against Stoke. And we're making a big decision about who goes in goal. Diaz has made a few mistakes recently. Igor is back, everybody. He's played quite well since he's been back. I hope I don't live to regret it. I can hear the abuse coming in from the comments now if Igor makes a mistake today. But we've got Igor in goal. A back 4 of Ribeiro, Plotnikov, Eriksson and Caetano. And Dye's injured, and I don't trust Francis and Montero to come in for such a massive game. So Caetano will play out slightly out of position out at right back. We've got a midfield of Oscar, Sedman and Ziyech. Again, I'm a little bit iffy about what to do in this midfield. I'd love to have Oscar in behind the front 2. But Ortega has been brilliant. If we look at Ortega's recent form, I just don't see how we don't have him in the side. His last 2 games, well, his last 3 games, in fact, he's been outstanding. 4 goals in 3 games. He's got to play. So to get Oscar in the team, we either have to move him up front or back into the midfield. I really want to persist with Vendrick and Iribarren. Vendrick has been a bit of a disaster. Might not last the game out. Iribarren's back in form, though. Now's the time for these two to learn to play together. I don't understand Michael Vendrick. look at that. What a tale of 3 seasons. Just 3 really weird seasons. Terrible first season. Outstanding second season. And yes, he missed the first half through injury, but he's got 1 goal from 18 Premier League games this season. I don't get it. I just don't understand. But he needs to sort himself out and sort himself out now. It's a big call there, trying to decide whether it's Demchenko or Oscar, whether we need a proper defensive midfielder in there. I mean, we're standard, we're flexible. We're doing this anyway. If I've got it wrong, I've got it wrong. It's that point of the season where every one of these decisions is so important, and I'm not really sure what the right decision to make in any of these situations is. I don't care that Man United have sacked their manager. Wagner's being rested. Cotton Eye Joe, of course, is up front for Stoke, so we need to keep him quiet. He will, of course, be very keen to score a hat-trick against us, and probably laugh a lot about how poor Vendrick's season has been, because even more so than the arrival of Ira Barron, the emergence of Michael Vendrick is the reason that Cotton Eye Joe isn't at the club still. 1-0 down after 5 minutes. Because Cotton Eye Joe wasn't a first team regular at any point last year. He had a similar season to what Vendrick has had this year, although he did come back and start scoring goals, but he was injured for the early part of the season and never really became a first choice starter again. Vendrick had that big run where he was up front on his own and was excellent, and that's not what we needed. Did they not listen to my pre-match spiel? We've got to win every game. That is a much more unpleasant situation. We'll be absolutely miles away from Stoke. Losing this game, we get over... what's the word? I don't have any words. I'm upset. I overemphasise the importance of some games sometimes, but if we lose this one, it really is all over. We're not going to make up that difference in the time that we've got. And we've given away a penalty and Caetano's been sent off. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of our Premier League title push. I'm just going to sit here and wait for someone to suggest what on earth I do from here. Take your time. I'll give you a minute to just scroll down. Let me know in the comments. What on earth am I supposed to do now? I'm so sad now. Oh, for good... Medor's going to have to come on and play centre-back. And Eriksen's going to have to move. I mean, it's not ideal at all. And we'll take off Ortega, which is really harsh on him, how good he's been. And we're going to be chasing the game now. But we can't play 3 at the back against Stoke. Actually, no, we're not going to take off Ortega. We're going to take off Vendrick. Because we've got Demchenko on the bench to come on if he's needed later. We'll do this. Oh, I'm sick about this. It's just annoying. There you go. We'll do that. Hopefully Igor makes himself a hero and saves a penalty and we'll still have a chance to get back into this game. Although, to be fair, even a draw is not good enough. We've got to win the game. And we're 2-0 down. Down to 10 men. Kind of wish I'd showed you the Sporting game now and just not got myself excited about the prospect of winning the Premier League. Yeah, it was always a long shot, but 6 games to go and it's in your own hands. It's not that much of a long shot anymore, is it? But it's gone now. It was that close. We'll try and control, but with 10 men, we're not going to be able to control this game against a far superior Stoke side on the day. And I mean, they've got 10 men behind the ball, and the one man is Cotton Eye Joe, who only needs half a chance. Oh, what on earth do we do from here? Right, there's 20 minutes left. We've not had a shot since we've gone down to 10 men. I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I don't understand anything anymore. I've done that thing again where I've gone really narrow. And I know I'm not supposed to. We'll do that. We're going to make him a shadow striker. We're going to make him a playmaker out there. At least we're not completely narrow. And the defender on that side is a centre-back. Hold on, we'll make a substitution. So I've made all those switches around, and I probably need to make a change anyway. In fact, we'll do this. You can be the playmaker. You can be an inside forward. Oh, a Raumdeuter. I've got the shirt now. I've never used one. I don't really know how they work. But we'll have a Raumdeuter on that side and see what happens. Now's the time to experiment with new playing styles I've never used before, obviously. Because it might just work. Game changers on the bench. Wagner can score beautiful goals on his day. I wouldn't trust him ahead of those two, though. Same goes for Anicic. Burgess, if we weren't down to 10 men, I'd throw an extra forward on. But who do we take off to bring James Burgess on? Because the other thing is we can't go too gung-ho because we can't risk missing a Champions League spot altogether. I'm going to take off Ribeiro and bring on Burgess. And we're going to go to a back three. And just long ball up to these two. I mean, I realise this is now stupid. Let's make him covering. He can be a ball-playing defender on cover because we're playing with ideas. We'll go overload. We're going to pump balls into the box. There's no overlaps. We don't have any fullbacks. You never know. We might just shock them into conceding 3 goals. Or we could just as easily concede 3 goals of our own. Nothing's going to happen, though. I don't remember us having a chance since the penalty. I don't remember a highlight since the penalty happened. We just haven't turned up at all today. There have been so many twists and turns in this season, though. I now just have to hope there's another twist. And the door is opened back up for us again somehow. It's so unlikely, though, at this stage, because that league table just looks dirty. If we have a look at it, I mean, all that exciting stuff we were saying before is now evaporated completely. If we win our game in hand, we're still 4th. I can't be bothered now. It spoilt it. Totally spoilt it. Undai comes back in for Caetano. Wagner's come in for Oscar. Oscar's tired. We're going to give him a little bit of a rest. There's a lot of tired players in this team now. I was this close to resting players for this match because we've got the Monaco game on the horizon, but then I saw that it's actually like a week away, so we'll probably be okay. But especially if we don't beat Arsenal today, we're going to be playing the reserves in all these Premier League games and just doing our best to win the Europa League, putting it all on 3 matches. So, yeah, Oscar's on the bench. We'll probably go and beat Arsenal 8-0 now or something stupid, and it just won't matter because Stoke are so far ahead of us. There's just no catching them at this point. Oh, so annoyed. I can see why people reload the game sometimes when you're battered by a penalty and a red card in half an hour into a game that you could win. And you don't because the game just kicks you in the groin. Ugh. Just imagine commentary from a cheerful Kev at this point. I'm just going to sit here and drink out of my tainted Raumdeuter mug. Oh, it's a Trequartista mug, sorry. Perhaps that's what Demchenko should have been in the last game. Forgot that I had this mug. Rubbish. Just rubbish. Right. Come on, lads. Let's go out there, give the fans their money's worth. Looking at this on a positive... with a positive frame of mind, which is really hard to do at the moment. But we can't go into the Monaco game on a downer. A morale-boosting win in the North London derby, even though it doesn't really mean anything in the league anymore. We're probably going to finish in the Champions League. We almost certainly can't win the Premier League. But beating Arsenal in the North London derby will be a really nice morale booster going into the Monaco game. Going into the Monaco game feeling the way I'm feeling now will be a disaster. Right, we're going to bring on Oscar and we're going to bring on Demchenko. We've had one of those rare no Iribarren goals episodes, which is a worry. Vendrick trying to carve something out here. Vendrick again to Ortega, and Ortega with a massive, massive miss. He would have scored that 2 games ago. Everyone's as sad as I am. Sedman is shattered. Ziyech is shattered. These are old men who shouldn't be playing this many games. We'll take off Ziyech. We'll bring on Anicic. Maybe he's got something special in him. We know he has magic in his feet on occasion. We just need a goal. But I suspect... Oh, Vendrick is still awful. We've had 2 clear-cut chances now and not even threatened the goal with either of them. Anicic, brilliant interception. Just the pass doesn't go into anyone at all, though. Now Arsenal break on us, and that's just dirty. Oh, hideous. Just hideous. So now we have to go into Monaco. 2 straight defeats. We've gone from, we could win everything, to, yeah, we're all really sad now because we've just thrown everything away in 2 games where we were just terrible. Demchenko, Anicic, Sedman, who cares? At least we're not going to lose. Right, come on. Hold on. I don't use these team talk things very often. Let's use a team talk. How do you do it? I use it so rarely, I think we have to watch the highlight first. And then I'm going to scream something ridiculous from the touchline and hope that they're so surprised that it's only the 2nd time I've done it in 20 seasons of this save that they'll just go and grab a goal for me. So, team talk. We're going to say, we're going to be passionate. We're going to passionately... I don't know. Passionately show some passion. Passionately encourage them. Don't think that did anything, did it? But there you go. We're passionately encouraging the team. And hopefully some passionate encouragement will go and get us the goal that we need. But Arsenal are the ones who are on the attack. Can we just get a little break in somewhere? Anicic is full of energy in there. He just needs another one of those interceptions and a slightly less terrible pass this time. Arsenal miss. We've got 5 seconds left. Overload. There you go. Tactics. I mean, it's not the end of the world. But what a downer after that intro. Can I go and redo the intro? If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you pop a like on there for me. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more. And thank you very much for watching.